Hello, everyone. Welcome one and all to Master Games. There you go. I got the screen up now. I am Michael, joined by
Ethan.
And Spencer.
Whoa.
And we just finished up corn cobbing all these people that you see strewn across the floor.
They're cooked.
We did kind of a shock jock thing just now, and I'm not sure what that was. Spencer and I both did kind of like end the Spence now in a way that I just yeah, we did. We really a lot of this is such a good party composition. We've done a lot of the harder fights. We did have to reload this one once. I can't remember why. No, we
didn't reload.
We did.
Oh,
it wasn't because we died. I think it's because something stupid happened.
No, I wanted to see if I could blow them up while we were in chat. And the answer was yes. Yeah. So we had pre-saved.
Very effective.
We just blew them up mid-speech.
Oh, so that's what I'm
thinking. Fun test.
We did get a little item called the Surgeon Subjugation Amulet, which is one of the must-have items of Act 2 if you have somebody built for it, which we kind of don't. Paralyzing critical. Once per long rest, when you score a crit on a humanoid, the wearer can paralyze that target for 2 turns. Now, that's normally just okay. But one person in the party, namely Michael, can auto-crit on someone once per day. Combined with this amulet, that means that once per long rest, Michael's character can automatically crit somebody and then paralyze them for 2 turns, which, if memory serves, makes every other hit against that person from within 10 feet also a crit. So, I'm going to kick this over to Michael, and that is the old wham bam special. If we have a boss that we would like to get as dead as we can, as fast as we can, that's going to be the way to do it. Also in Act 2 somewhere is a jacket that if we had a charisma caster would be a must-have. But, alas, we only have a wizard. And so there is no need for such an item.
You're wearing a silver pendant that gives you guidance?
Yes.
It's pretty good. Where was I going to go with this? We had something we were going to talk about. Well, there's a lot. Normally we like to sort of chit-chat, and it's been kind of a busy week as far as things to chit-chat about go. So number 1, we're going to head to the Gauntlet of Shar today. Those of you watching, I have no doubt if you're watching a Baldur's Gate 3 stream that you know what the Gauntlet of Shar is. These two maybe know through context clues, but for the large part are unaware of what is within. Am I correct?
I know nothing.
Yeah, so this is going to be kind of an adventure.
Sounds like Sharp, so I'm going to assume it's done with her.
It does.
It does. Which is funny, because we don't have her. So we are going to just kind of be farting around.
It's especially funny because her name is
We'll be sharting around.
If we really wanted to be good adventuring companions, we would consider briefully taking Shart along for some of that. But I'm not super worried about it.
Is she big?
I think she's going to... It doesn't matter because we're rolling with the big boy squad. I'm curious if we free the Night Song and she is not present. You guys don't know what any of those words mean.
No.
If she'll just leave the party, I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Probably.
We are in uncharted territory in a very real way. So... we have a couple of little oddities.
What's going on over there?
Coming
up on an elevator.
I got this elevator to come down so that we could go up to the secret room.
See you later, loser. We're out of here. Secret room.
Here, I'll send it back down so that he can follow easily.
Oh, thanks.
Locked. I don't have any thieves tools.
Come on, button work.
Sorry, I was too busy getting some jugs of coagulated blood.
Classic.
We don't need keys where we're going. Wham!
Yes, sir.
So, what's in the news? Let's do a little news recap for just because I haven't gotten to talk. It's for those of you who don't know, who are watching in the distant future, looking back on us, wondering what these primitive people were like. What did they dream of? We are at the tail end. We are at the exant of Thanksgiving. And so we have all been very busy. It's been pretty low communique as a result. So, for starters, Elon Musk said that he might buy Dungeons and Dragons. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is because of something hilarious, which is that a bunch of people started clowning on the life and legacy of Gary Gygax because I'm going to get into a minute why. Alongside that, of course, was this sort of awareness of the sort of opinions that Gygax had. And so, for D&D's like 600th anniversary or whatever this last one was, remember, Michael, we did kit Spencer out for lockpicking. So you're really spinning your wheels here.
Well, that's what I got. This one I did not get, so I can get this one.
I don't have any tools, so I'm going to have to steal them.
Somebody, I think you probably don't have any tools because Michael has taken them for some fucking reason. seeing as how the guy with no dexterity and not wearing the armor that lets you automatically get advantage on everything is doing it, I get the feeling we've failed in a couple areas.
I just like rolling my dice.
So, for the 40th anniversary of Dungeons and Dragons, they came out with a special book, and in that book, they did not pull their punches. They talked about sort of the strangeness of that legacy and the kind of people, that they were making the game for. And so Elon Musk, of course, being a little troll man, was like, how dare you trash this man's legacy? Now, as something of a student of Dungeons and Dragons' long and strange history, I take umbrage with this, because I don't know if everybody knows a fun little factoid, which is that Gary Gygax did not invent the vast majority of Dungeons and Dragons. It is just a composite of 3 other games he was already playing. And, moreover, he then almost bankrupted the company with his stupid projects like 10 times. D&D being a success right now is in narrow spite of Gygax's additions to it. And so that was all very strange to me. I'm curious what your 2 takeaways were. I'm not sure if you even really heard about it, but I was just curious if you had any sort of standout observations.
Gary Gygax is just the Steve Jobs of TTRPGs. He just stole all the stuff that was original to D&D. He just stole from his business partners, which, I guess is a skill. And then all the worst things about him, the racism, misogyny, etc., are also sort of a mirror of Steve Jobs' crazy beliefs and takes and personality. So really, it's just a mirror in my mind. Do I think Elon Musk is actually going to buy Hasbro? No. If Hasbro is willing to sell D&D, would he buy Wizards D&D? Sure. I could see that reality. But he won't, because Hasbro is not going to be willing to do that. Hasbro has very few well-loved IPs at this point, and D&D is one of them. So it would be foolish for them to sell it.
I agree. I had some fun briefly dreaming that we were just going to have to suddenly become a Pathfinder show, which is legitimately
a game I've never played.
A game you've never played and that I have been trying to get the squad to play for I don't even know how long. So that was the big one. I just wanted to hear everybody's. Michael, did you get a hand on that ball?
I didn't hear anything about it before. Do you think Gary and Elon would like each other?
Yes.
No, no, they're both deeply narcissistic people, given what I've heard about both of them. So I do think they would clash quite a lot.
They would never see each other. I think that in the virtual space, they would get along very well. And that's the only way they would ever interact. Gary Gygax would retweet Elon Musk's dumbass posts, and vice versa. And that would be about as far as that relationship ever went. I'm going to try it. Do you guys go across this big branch? Where are you guys? I stopped following.
We're looting. Got a hyena ear.
Over here. Hyena ear. That's one of the ingredients to make potions of haste.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. Very useful.
He's downstairs.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure we didn't miss anything. And we did miss a bunch of shit, so I'm glad I went and checked. Okay. Michael has stolen from me. I will not forget
He's
this.
allowed.
I will not forget this slight.
I'm going back down.
It's okay. Just open up a door. I do not know where it leads to.
It's all right. Next place we're going is out this way. We're going up these stony steps. Now the other thing. I need to settle my curiosity about something. And we just talked about this. So for those of you who don't know, which is all of you, I like to cook. I cook quite a lot. And quite famously, historically, I have been the only person on this call who likes to cook. But recently, through social media, I discovered, and it sounds like Spencer made what percentage of the effort into the turkey this year did you do? Was it 100?
100% on the turkey, 90% on the dinner.
Which is
90%, I'd say.
Which no one can appreciate what dramatic whiplash that gives me to hear. what full impact that has. Oh, I got to talk to Raphael.
I'll talk about my Thanksgiving fiasco after this.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, the picture of the turkey bore a few bits of information that were confusing. Number one, skin looked great. Meat looked good. It had some leavings around it that I was in support of. All of which are placebo in effect, but which looked great. And I was like, fantastic. But then it was in one of those aluminum foil roasting trays, and I was like, oop. And it did something very specific that I'm only used to seeing happen when somebody does knife work to make it happen, or when something has gone wrong. But I've heard nothing went wrong, so I'm curious. Which is the drumsticks of the turkey did what is called like lollipopping, or similar names, which is where everything starts to run up. And so you have exposed turkey bone that gives way to like a retracted thing, which is normally sort of a sign. But from what I've heard, no mishaps. So I'm curious, what was the turnout? What was the process? Did you get into some knife work? Did you do some professional skimming on outer limbs? What happened?
So I think it was single-handedly the best turkey I've ever had in my life. I'm going to open with that. And it wasn't just my opinion.
And it's the one he made. That's what you want to see.
Shout out me. So incredible turkey. I brined it overnight and it made a world of difference. So shout out to the brine. Got to do that for sure, skis. Did I do knife work? No, I didn't. I did not do that on the legs. I think that when I brined it, I had it upside down. So in the stock, it pulled down that bit of like skin on the bones.
Interesting.
So then when it went to cook, it pulled the rest, like shrinkage wise. But no, I did not touch that shit with a knife. That's for damn sure.
That was the one that made me like, huh. It helps. Cooking a whole turkey and a whole chicken is one of my favorite party tricks, because everyone fucks them up so bad because they don't do the like 8 things that you have to do to make them work. So all you need to do is like 4 of those 8 things and it'll come out fine, and everyone will be like, what the fuck?
This is good.
It's much harder with a turkey, so I do have to say, my heart swells with pride that you have so successfully pulled off such an infamously difficult bird. We're probably, to keep people posted on why the topic came up, we are probably about to have another Thanksgiving where I'm going to head out your way. Probably going to talk about some prospect and other things while we're there. And I was curious because I have made a few chickens and things, but I live in a pretty anti-turkey household, so rarely do I need to duke it out with that big old bird. There's one notable example of me having to. I'm going to keep clicking Raphael dialogues while I tell this story.
Go for it.
Enough of your jibber-jabber. Be gone. Before moving out, I made the last bird at my parents' house, and that was a full-size turkey. And I did it how I do every large poultry animal, which is spatchcocked, which is where you cut the spine of the bird out, break it, and flip it upside down so that it cooks more evenly. Cooked it absolutely perfect. If you're listening now, you know what you did, Mom. You know what you did. There was a vein going through the breast. There was like a thick red vein. And so when you cut it, there was red because of the vein. And that made both of my parents go, oh, I think it might be raw. And I was like, visibly not raw. We checked the temperature. It's fine. And then they went, oh, I'm not sure. And proceeded to recook it and ruin it. And annihilate it. And I pretty much swore off cooking turkeys after that because it was such a pain in the ass. And nary a single bite got past my lips. It was charcoal when it came out because it came out perfect. Went back in, came out sawdust. And I have
crazy.
And ever since, I cannot bear that bird.
I only eat it once a year, and somebody said Nicole's mom was like, "Oh, well, why don't you have it more often, like once a month or something? It was really good. You should do that." And I was like, "No, if I have it more than once a year, I'm not gonna want it. I only want to have turkey on Thanksgiving, and then I am done." So that's my rule, hard and fast.
Fair enough.
Oh, and you had a question about my leavings, my accoutrement in the turkey.
I was just curious what you went with. It's one of those like it was in cookbooks and like it's been people have done it forever and the evidence has come in that it's like you're making whatever you put in there taste better, but it does not sort of help moisture retention. So I was just curious what you went with. What was the strat? This is a free. Do you have how many streams are a combination TTRPG / video game / cooking instruction? Where else are you going to hear that you have to brine your turkey, get a brief description of spatchcocking while you see people play Baldur's Gate and talk about D&D news? Where else? So
And
what did you
from
go
somebody who
with?
doesn't cook from me, which is always fun.
You
so
have the rarest ability, which is if somebody puts a list of instructions on how to do something in front of you, you'll just go, all right, read it through once, scientific method style, and start back at the beginning and go through it, which I have bad news for you, brother, is that's what everybody who's good at home cooking does.
Boom.
So you're good at home cooking now. Congratulations.
I'll just do it once. No, so I did chicken stock, I did celery, I did sage and thyme and parsley.
Yeah. That's all
And
bangers.
carrot.
Yes. So celery,
No
carrot,
broccoli. Mhm.
broccoli?
And then all those seasonings. Yeah, I didn't do any broccoli. I thought about cutting up some broccoli in there, but I didn't.
Would have been the like dry texture of the exterior of the broccoli would have been a big swing. The carrot and the celery is a classic. Aromatics, baby. Those things are great.
Yeah. Oh, and then onion.
Oh.
And I did that all so I could make gravy with it afterwards. It was less for the turkey and more for making gravy with the turkey juices and the stock.
Huge supporter of getting some celery in there, some stuff in there, especially with some thyme. I applaud you.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It was some good shit.
All right.
Oh, and I made apple pie. I didn't make the crust. I bought the crust and I made the filling. And I did it blind. My phone died after I'd begun the process. And I went, I know,
Damn.
I think, how to do this. And Nicole said it was very good. I don't eat apple pie, so I couldn't tell you if it was very good or not. I think it's gross.
You know? You left it all out on the field, and that's what matters.
Yeah, I did what I could. You know, you can't ask for more.
This is fine. I need everybody to realize how sudden of a realization this was. I was, until moments ago, had planned my visit around needing to cook everything. That was in the roster. I had no alternative. I was like, and then I'll cook the whole dinner. Now I find out I will in fact have a partner in crime. I will not be by myself cutting up vegetables.
Cooking up crazy in there, brother.
So, I mean, this is all benefits. Spencer, do you have a cape on? You do have a level up you haven't done yet.
Yeah, I got a cape. I'll hit that level while you guys search.
I have a fun thing to add about cooking. So at work, at my work, there's a cafeteria. You can buy food. They have set things and specials and all that stuff. The special today was turkey a la king. I was very excited. I like a la king. But I had turkey a la king. I had chicken a la king. Their turkey a la king, all it was diced turkey with gravy on it. That was it.
Criminal. A criminal
Turkey
offense.
of the king, baby, diced up. That's all you
Yeah,
need.
it was just turkey and gravy.
Do not run into this room. There is a trap there. A trap there.
Okay.
A trap there.
Okay.
A trap there.
Okay.
A trap there. And a trap there.
I'll hit them all.
And we have to solve a little puzzle in this room to make them go away. So, or
Cool.
Spencer can come in and break all the traps with his advantage. That's all very interesting. I forgot to ask maybe the most important question. Did you do that whack-ass butter thing that I did to the chicken? Did you have to do that? Do you remember?
I remember the chicken being incredible. I don't
So this is the
remember
huge. So
whack-ass
this is
butter
the. I was just curious if you. It's harder with a turkey because you have to do so much more. So for those of you who don't know, another specific with chickens especially with a turkey, you would have. It would take like 30 minutes. You make like herb butter, and you push it all up under the skin in it. And I was curious if you did that or if you left off.
I did.
I've seen it. I've seen it on recipes for a turkey, but I have oft heard that it is the world's biggest pain in the ass with those big old birds.
It takes a lot. I did a stick and a half. The issue that I have, I was trying to get it to really like smear on the outside of it. There's no world where that butter was staying on there. So it's much more clumped up on the outside and then smeared on the inside. So I did do it.
There we go.
I don't know how people get it to stick on the outside of that damn turkey. They must do something that I don't understand.
I could never figure it out myself. So I get it.
Michael, I do have another one for you, and I'm not going to blow up your spot. This is an embarrassing story. So I'm not going to make you tell
Is
it.
it the mac and cheese one?
It's the mac and cheese.
Yeah, go for it. Do it.
You got to take it away. This was, I think, your fiasco more than anything.
I am not a chef. I don't make food. That is not my thing. I'm very bad at it. Let that be known. I tried making probably one of the easiest things you could do: mac and cheese. I don't have a good track record with making good mac and cheese. It starts off in college. The whole room's black.
Yeah.
But almost melting our microwave because I put milk in the mac and cheese and microwaved it. It disgusting. It like burnt it all somehow.
Like you made like the little cups?
Yes, the little cup.
Damn, brother.
I heard you were supposed to make mac and cheese with milk, so I thought, all right. But
You went blind with it, which is the craziest thing.
Extremely.
I hate to interrupt. Sorry, I do have a question. I just learned 4th level spells, and I picked 2 spells when I was leveling up. Them shits are not in my spell list, so I don't know what I did wrong.
Did you say benches?
Let me take a look. So, Spencer, if I go over and I take a look at your spell book, I do see Banishment and Polymorph in your 4th level thing. What I don't see them on is your spell list in your spell book, and you do have 2 empty spots. So you need to open your spell book, which is if you choose Inventory and Equipment, it'll be the 2nd tab. Next to the helmet, there is a little spell book, and you should be able to just select them from there. Does that do it for you?
Inventory and Equipment, 2nd tab.
Yeah. Spell book. It's a little book with a flame in the middle.
I see. Now 4th. Haha.
That work?
I think so, yes. We should be good. Anyway, but yes. Michael, continue.
Microwaved it with milk.
So the most recent fiasco was we were going to our cousins for D&D one shot night, and I was gonna be the fun cousin and bring some good old mac and cheese. I found a recipe that it was like six different cheeses, and it was crock pot. Things were awesome, super easy. Um, I tried to I put all the cheeses in, and then I put all the noodles in the crock pot. I thought crock pot was gonna cook the noodles.
Damn, brother.
I was wrong. I was
Damn,
very
brother.
wrong.
Does not do that.
Hearing
No.
hearing crockpot mac and cheese was already sending up warning flares for me that something had gone astray.
Yeah.
Mac and cheese is one that I struggle with because I can
Apparently, me too.
I can do fancy mac and cheese things. 99% of people do not want that. And so it's a weird thing where, like, if you look up really good, well-reviewed recipes, often it wants you to put in, like, stinky cheese and do a bunch of stuff. And then people try it and they're like, that's great. And in your head, you're like, I can tell by the look on your face that you're like,
This stinks.
couldn't
This
just make
tastes
Kraft? Couldn't just make Kraft mac and cheese, brother? Like, Spencer, step onto the
There-
platform.
I'm on. There's a mac and cheese recipe I did want to try, but then it said I had to shred 2 pounds of cheese. I am not doing that. I'm not shredding 2 pounds of cheese for mac and cheese.
My
Sorry.
go-to-
Amazing.
My go-to involves shredding a lot of cheese. It has like Gruyere, which used to be a pain, and now they sell it at Aldi, and now that recipe's easy as pie. It used to be a huge pain in the ass because you used to have to like. We used to make, Catherine and I, no joke, had a series of like downgraded versions where it was like, here's this part cheaper, here's this other part cheaper, until eventually we got down to one that we could do on the regular. So I get it. I do. Where is my...
Where are
I
you?
have a couple of thieves' tools and shit that I should throw at Spencer. I have one? Thought I had way more than that.
Are you still upstairs, Ethan?
No. Down here with you guys.
What?
I don't see you.
Down here. I'm with y'all.
Down where?
Right here.
Next to us. I
Hello.
don't see him.
Mm-mm.
You don't see him either? What the hell?
Nope.
I'm gonna go back on the elevator.
Dude, did Ethan learn greater invisibility?
I don't know.
I could've,
Everything's
but I
normal.
didn't.
I'm downstairs. I just stepped off the traversal pad.
I just got back on the traversal pad.
There you
I'm
go.
Back upstairs.
Hey, brother. I can see you. You're right there.
Now
Oh,
we're
hi.
up here with you. We just went up. Or down, I guess. I don't know. It didn't work. The traversal pad didn't work for us. We didn't see you.
Singer of eternal night.
That's
a
so
bummer.
weird.
Protector of
Until we
the
pressed it
lost
again.
And forgotten.
So what? This is Char's place, right? Yeah, Char. The night song.
Hear the night
This is a statue of Char over here, Michael. It's her head.
I did have one other question. I wanted to know if you
Oh.
did something, if you did the coldest shit I've ever heard of. Did you do that successfully without a thermometer?
Oh, the turkey? No. I got a meat thermometer.
I thought you did that cold. And I was like,
No.
damn. I want to be clear.
So risky.
The most essential step imaginable. Like, all right.
Hit the thermometer.
I was just really
I got a meat
curious.
thermometer last Thanksgiving. I also cooked for Nicole and her mom. So she brought me a meat
All right.
thermometer.
There's
knowing that I was
traps.
gonna need
There's
that.
traps. You dummy. Get back up here.
Stand next to you.
Get back up here.
Put the traps.
All right. There's that trap. There's
You
a
wanna
vent.
disarm it.
Hit that boy.
Disarm.
That would have been the most impressive thing I'd ever heard in my entire life.
Would have been
If-
real scary.
When I thought that was true, if you had done that, I'd have been like, hey man, I don't know how to tell you this. Quit the TTRPG business.
Just go do this for now.
Go to the
Well,
go to the
that's the
CIA, go to the Culinary Institute of America, get your freak on.
I'm gonna touch the gem.
It's gonna keep throwing you back. I can't remember. There's a puzzle to it. I just can't remember what it is.
Ugh.
Do you have to
There's a
sneak?
sarcophagus. Sorry, a tomb. There's a lever over here as well.
It's not sneak.
I'm gonna start pulling levers. Oh, there's traps in front of them.
Oh, so over here, through I think this door or maybe one of these other ones, there is a big annoying boss fight that we can do now to save us from an even bigger, more annoying boss fight later.
Before we do that, do we want to rest I don't know how everyone is with health and spells and all that.
I've used all of my 3rd level slots. I've got no more fireballs, but I do have Cloud of Daggers fully locked and loaded. I've got 33 out of 51 HP, so I'm okay.
It might be
I'm
worth
not
our.
too
It might be
worried.
worth our time to pop off a quick long rest.
I'll pull the long rest button.
I'm gonna pull this lever. See what happens.
Yeah, I have.
Oh.
I have 1 level 2 spell slot left, and that was it. What I will say though with cooking, I have a really good nose for like when stuff is done.
Mm.
That's my one thing that I can do really, really well.
I am a dogged rule follower when it comes to the kitchen. And that is about all. What the fuck is happening? I was just stuck in a screen waiting for you guys to approve a long rest, and now I'm
Done
in
something.
The dark zone.
I accidentally kicked off a crazy puzzle. I didn't mean to do this.
That's all good.
I'm in darkness.
I think we either need to douse the torch or we just need to sneak up through the darkness without touching any light.
I just
What if I just open this door?
back on.
I'm gonna open this door.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out the puzzle, though.
But now there's a bunch of darkness in here.
Yeah, that's the puzzle. We talked about the levers. I pulled the lever, and it said, touch, travel through dark. Oh. I think you've solved the puzzle?
Boom. Easy as that, gang. Sometimes just open a door and it's all solved.
I'm not sure what the puzzle was.
But we
All right.
did it.
What? Nope, did not solve the puzzle.
We did it.
I'm lockpicking like a fiend right now.
I
though,
think we
tell
got
you
to
what.
turn these fucking things off.
Like, we got to pull all the levers, you think?
I think we got to turn off the torches. And pulling the levers seems to bring the torches down.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
So that we can turn off the mystic thuribles.
I'm going to shoot with a cantrip.
So, Michael, can you pull that lever right there? Nope, he's leaving.
Sure.
All right.
Where is the lever?
It's right.
It's
There.
to your right, yeah.
Oh, there we go. In the darkness, I couldn't see anything.
That do be how darkness be.
Just don't step on the vent.
Oh, I don't. I didn't realize we're in turn-based.
Neither did I.
I don't know, the darkness went away again. I think we have to maybe pull all the levers.
Pull the lever, Kronk! I love a puzzle that doesn't give you any tips.
Nothing. Zero. So, I remember the other thing I was going to talk about. So, in the spirit of playing this, a bunch of people were talking about other games that Larian Studio has made, including Divinity 2 Original Sin, a game that I've played. A famous, beloved RPG that I have tried several times to enjoy to no great effect. And
There they go.
Nice.
I've been replaying it, and I've been trying to understand, because a bunch of people were like, if you played Baldur's Gate 3, you've got to try... you've got to try this. You've got to play this. It's the best. And I was like, I don't remember that game being particularly fun. And I'm replaying it right now. And the like, I had to look up a guide to figure out the combat. Once I looked up the guide, the combat was okay. The story in that game is not supported by the mechanics well and kind of thin. It's beloved, and I was playing it back through, and I was like, I've got to be missing something, right? There's got to be something I don't understand. And boys, I don't know, man. I'm starting to think it was just kind of okay.
I think that was basically it. There's one more to get over here. Somebody can haste over to it.
Where's it? Oh my god.
Or dash, sorry. Not
I can't
haste.
get that far.
What, have I never played D&D before? If anybody can haste over there. I
Sorry,
got
a little
4
tired.
on that last round, so I'm all out. Nice try, Karlak.
In other news, the last backer packet for Draw Steel is coming out soon. And you guys better get ready. You guys better get ready.
I'm ready.
For me to make you play a lot. Oh, there was a secret second part to the puzzle.
Oh, fun.
Little twist round action.
What was the second part?
It's just a little circular, like, maze thing. There's a little entryway you have to go through.
I dispelled the trap. Anywho, let's go kill. Let's go sleep and then kill an annoying man. Aha!
My
And the door's already
favorite.
unlocked, so we're feeling good.
That's true. It's huge.
Anybody want to talk? No? Nice.
I was peeping at my camp clothes, seeing if there's any adjustments worth making, but I'll stop. I'll hold off.
Camp clothes. Gotta dress.
Hmm.
Baldur's Dress 3.
That's what this game's about, right? This is a fashion sim.
I wish it was for me.
Obviously.
I'm still wearing some wild gear.
Sorry,
I'm stuck in this outfit.
objectively the most fashionable of all of us at this point.
It's just not the fashion that I was imagining Ebenezer.
I
McCorb
like
to be
Gale's
wearing.
big goblin booyog staff so much.
Yeah, I gave that to him. He loves it. All right,
Surprised he hasn't eaten yet.
leave camp. Yeah, I'm surprised Gale hasn't blown up. I feel like we've given him almost nothing.
God damn it, the darkness is back.
Nice.
Perception failed. Why did he keep saying ow? Oh, Karlak's getting hurt. Karlak, get over here.
She got stuck. Oh, I'm stuck in a wall. Whoops.
Oh.
Oh, the puzzle. Karlak re-triggered the puzzle.
Yeah.
Nice.
Karlak.
She's
Didn't
about
want
to
her
die.
Yeah, that's why I did the turn-based. Chat, is Karlak cooked? I can't say that joke when we're actually live streaming. This is for everybody else. In real life, I say, chat, am I cooked? Chat, did you see that? Stuff like that a lot. Doesn't land as a joke in the actual live stream space. So I can't do
Put
that.
one for yes, two for no, chat.
There's definitely a certain degree.
What's the story? Moving it.
Let's go take a long rest.
I'm just gonna have Karlak chug potions.
My potion.
Oh, they don't do anything. They don't even make a dent.
That was rough. I don't have any healing spells as a wizard.
I'm just gonna make Karlak drink like 10
that's good.
potions, piss off the internet. Alright, let's roll.
To
Up these
where?
steps, right?
I don't know.
This is the big door I unlocked.
I kind of turned around a little bit. I know, I'm just lost right now. I think maybe we have to keep going through here to get to it, but we'll see. Let me do a little farming here. No, I don't see the...
Michael?
Huh.
No, I didn't open it. Ethan did.
Oh, there's nothing. Oh, I see. There's a thing to jump across. I'll do that.
Sure. Yeah. Let's go crazy style. Maybe, I don't know. Hopefully somebody in the future is banging their head against their keyboard screaming because we walked by the thing I was talking about, but...
I found
don't
a
know.
mushroom room, and
Let's give it a whirl. See what happens.
there's a big door at the bottom and a chest.
There is an ambush fight in here. There's a bunch of flying assholes.
Oh, okay, cool.
So get ready for that.
Oddly, I would say... Oh, I can't jump. If I jump, I'll get hurt. Oh, you can.
That's
what
all
is
right.
that?
Nerd!
Get over here, Cloaker.
Alright, Karlak, I need you to go I need you to jump 90 horizontal feet. Okay. A fireball on one enemy. I like your tactics.
The fun thing about just spamming long rests is I get to do that.
It's true.
Oh, there's a ladder.
Do you remember when we discovered that our mutual friend, Stefan, only rested like 3 times getting through Act 1 because he didn't know you could rest as much as you want?
Yeah, he thought that there was a deadline to it. Like, if you rested too many times, the Grove would lose. Which might have been true once upon a time. I actually haven't gotten to the bottom of that. I think in the beta that was true. And they got rid of it for the full release. But that's a crazy mechanic. Because, like, if you can only rest a handful of times before the Grove gets killed, you can't explore anything. You have to mainline the quest, and that is not the point of Baldur's Gate 3. Makes sense they got rid of it, is what I'm saying. I'm going to go down this ladder.
I'm going to beat Michael to the chest. Damn it!
Yeah.
He's faster.
We got bronze ingot. Let's go.
Woo! That's going to make all the difference in one of these upcoming fights, I'll tell you.
Why did you said that like the poem? And that made all the difference. What's that? Is that fucking... There was 2 roads diverged in a hallowed wood or whatever?
Yeah. And I took the one last traveled, not you. Me.
My
I don't know if I gave you
favorite
guys that video.
stupid thing I've ever seen was some absolute dipshit on... I'm on Blue Sky now. It was a recap of a Twitter interaction on Blue Sky. Some absolute moron going, but the point is that the paths are the same and it didn't matter. And I'm like, can you... Not reading comprehension. Brother, can you read?
not comprehend. Just literacy.
Like, do the words get to you? Like, I was baffled. I was truly baffled.
Art can mean a lot of things. Your take on art can be wrong. That's my hot take for the day. People are like, there's no wrong art takes.
There
wrong.
is. I think
There are many wrong art takes.
I think the average art take is quite wrong.
Yeah. What's your stance on Death of the Author?
What does that mean?
So essentially, Death of the Author is it doesn't matter
gonna
what
kill these
the
rats.
author or artist was. Oh, get him! You want to fireball him?
I'm going after these rats. No, I got this.
That it doesn't matter what an artist or an author intended their message to be. What matters is the takeaway of the audience. So, like, if I wrote a story talking about how dictators are bad, but the main audience takeaway is that guy thinks dictators are good, and the story says dictators are good, it doesn't matter what my intention was. That's sort of a simplified version of it. I don't think that... I don't agree with that take. I think Death of the Author is dumb. I think that intent and sort of the world around an artist at the time of creation does matter. That's basically dramaturgy. Oh, a rat's talking to me.
Oh, that's cool.
Hello, rat.
It's the same rat I just tried to kill. It is.
I'm going to use Animal Handling. I got a -1 on it.
Where is he? Show me.
Ooh, difficulty 21, and I've got a -1.
Damn, you didn't get that? That's crazy.
And I got a 5.
Huh.
Yes, I got my religion check.
If what you say is true, I have misunderstood what Death of the Author is.
What did you think it was?
I thought Death of the Author was the... not disregarding the purpose and intent, but disregarding the personal life. Like the author's bag. So if what you say is true, then I dissent with Death of the Author. I do think intent kind of obviously matters. Because no matter what, the work will bear that out, right? That is attached to it. When it came to an issue of like what of people who have done bad things who produced art, I am very of two. My main go-to is if they are dead, all bets are off. If they are alive and doing bad stuff with their money, the bets are still on. Is usually my kind of go-to. I hadn't really conflated the two. As somebody with the dramaturgy degree, I don't believe in Death of the Author if it's your thing.
It'd be
Embarrassing.
crazy to believe in
Embarrassing to get your dramaturgy degree and not sort of be updated on what that term really means. I
Yeah.
wonder how many conversations do you think I managed to skim by with neither
Just
of me or the other
within,
person realizing that I was on the completely wrong page.
I've looked it up. The theory suggests that once a text is published, it becomes open to interpretation by readers. The author's intention are no longer relevant. That's crazy. It's crazy to be like, doesn't matter what the artist meant. So I think that's my hot take for the day.
The only point at which I dissent is I think that once the culture that the author is from has fundamentally changed, I think that then whether or not the author's intent is useful becomes the key question, right? So
Yeah.
great example, we're about to get in so deep. If you're doing one of Anton Chekhov's plays, like Three Sisters, which is about like Russian aristocrats
First
who
of all,
lost everything in the
don't
Napoleonic
do
War.
that.
Yeah, if you're doing that, I think that his authorial intent is very rooted in a post-Napoleonic Russia. And so that matters if you want to do something with that. If not, it's not really going to be hyper relevant to you. So I guess I have kind of a mixed opinion on that bad boy. So we're going to talk to these three undead. They're going to let us through this door, or we're going to have to break through. And on the other side, we're going to fight a pretty big, terrible boss fight. You guys ready?
I'm ready. I've got 2 fireballs.
We're probably going to have to do a big, annoying fight in this room before we get to do that big, annoying fight, which is great news.
Okay.
Should I fireball these guys?
There's about to be a lot more guys to fireball than just the
Okay. I don't know if you heard me. I've got 2 fireballs.
Oh, no.
So
Somewhere in Act 2, I don't know where it is a staff that would give you a third. I just don't know where it is. I'm going to have to look it up.
Whoa. Baldur's Gate gets kind of crazy in the back half,
It does.
Manipulating the corpse like a puppet.
which
I
I,
have-
wouldn't know because I was still in Goblin Town when I stopped.
Diet caffeine-free Pepsi, and I feel like an old lady.
Amaretto sour, baby. Let's go.
Still in them. You've been waiting
good.
in the amaretto sour pool for what feels like an eternity, which is, yeah, good for you.
It's sweet cherry drink.
Do you want me to kick off a fight instantly, or do you want to wait a couple of voice lines and fight?
Does it make a difference mechanically if we let it go?
I don't know.
Let's
I
instantly go.
Do not know.
The big boys like to fight. Michael, what was your take?
Oh, I think intent matters, but I also think that once you release something into the world, it takes a thing of its own. So the intent still matters, but less so than maybe you guys think it does.
Now let me say
That's
this.
That's my stance.
I think I agree with that. It's not your stance, right? You do think
No, my
that it
stance
matters.
is, it does matter, but I think that it's not 100% of what
Gotcha.
matters. I think that it's like 30%. You got to take it into account. That's
I
my
think
take.
I'm something that is occurring to me now. I think that how do I put this? I have to
A
ponder.
lot of guys.
I do think it is a good lesson for an author, which is you do not control your work once it has left your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Want another?
But that's like a completely different thing.
Yeah. Also, we're looking at it in, I think, different ways than a lot of the common population looks at it, which is from like a scholarly standpoint.
It's true.
Saying death of the author from a scholarly standpoint is stupid as hell. That's crazy to be like, doesn't matter what the author intended. We were writing about like, does this comma mean something in Shakespeare? First of all, the answer is no. Shakespeare did not write those plays, so it doesn't matter where the comma was placed. Shakespeare wrote down on scrolls that then were performed in public, and then people wrote them down as they were being stated. Shakespeare doesn't give a shit. He never gave a shit where the commas were placed.
Thank you
He
for
didn't write those things.
re-specifying that you do mean Shakespeare wrote them in that he devised
them.
the play. He didn't
Yeah.
put pen to. He did not put quill
He
and
did
ink to
not
paper.
put pen to paper. He didn't publish the folios or the quartos.
He was
Those were
fully
after he
dead,
died.
right? Except for the one
Fully
Hamlet that's like bootlegged that came out while he was
Yeah.
alive.
Fully dead. And the ones that came out when he was alive there were people in the audience that would write down and then sell the plays. Like
It's
nonsense.
If you ever really want to get a kick out of it, I think Spencer's the one that told me about it, and then I looked up parts of it. Look up that first whack-ass edition of Hamlet. It's either Hamlet or Midsummer, and the
I'm
first
pretty sure it's
edition
Hamlet.
is so...
Yeah, Hamlet. It's Hamlet.
That's Karlach. There you
What's
go.
up?
I know you're about to smite Karlach, and I was like, that's Karlach. How are we doing, brother?
No, that's my Jark, actually. So imagine I'm a little tired.
All right, those guys are done.
Yeah, these things are how we're going to end up with more bad guys continually, so try to take out a couple
And my
of tremors.
fireball doesn't do anything to them.
Yeah, let's see. We can actually right-click and examine. They have resistance to fire damage, so it should have taken some. I'm not sure why it didn't.
That's weird.
It's saying I don't have enough movement to shoot this man.
It's because you'd have to go around this plinth.
Oh, is it?
It's cutting off your view.
I'm looking at this basically first person. Nothing's obstructing this shot.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't make the Baldur's Gate rules.
Unfortunately, I am watching it from the other angle, and it is the clear... You could close your eyes and make this one.
Yeah, I should be able to shoot this man.
But so, here's my question. We've played a couple. We have
I can shoot this one though, who's obviously being obstructed with his desk.
Nice.
Cool.
What?
So we've played a couple
Take it
RPGs in both duos and other groups and as a whole group. So let's say that, Elon Stinky buys Dungeons & Dragons. I have a question. What does and I hate to say it because we have multiple streams now, what does our flagship show, what does it become? What system would you choose to pivot hard to start focusing on?
It's hard to say this because I think that it's not what I think we would prefer, but I think that our actual answer would be Monster of the Week. We have the most experience as a collective playing that system than anything else. We're very comfortable with it. But I don't like the idea of doing it for like our main every series staple. Because I don't think that you can...
Which is coming
The
from
level
a
up
pretty
system in
huge
Monster
Monster
of
of
the
the Week fan. So that's
Yeah.
that's telling.
I don't like the level up system in Monster of the Week. It feels made for shorter arcs than I want to get into a lot of the time. So I don't know. Monster of the Week would be my answer, but I don't think I'd be perfectly content with it. That's my take.
My answer, we flip pretty hard. I don't remember what it's called, but it's the Star Wars tabletop.
Oh,
Which one?
It's the one from
So the one made by the same people that make Genesis, one of my favorite RPGs that nobody plays with me, by Fantasy Flight Games, makes Rise of Rebellion, so they made the Rebellion one. They made a different one for being a scoundrel, for being like Han Solo, and they made a third different one for being a Jedi. They have a bunch. And then there's the Blades in the Dark equivalent, which is Scum and Villainy, which is for being like, again, that sort of Han Solo type. And then there's Star Wars 5e, which is
Really? I don't know that
which
one.
is D&D reworked from the ground up to run Star Wars, which is the other big one. So there's a bunch of Star Wars games.
what's
I
the one that
guess.
Glass Cannon played? Am I thinking of the right thing?
I don't think
You're
it's
thinking
Last
of Campaign Pod.
Campaign Pod, yeah.
Yeah, Campaign played oh goodness gracious. They played the one that's Rebels and Smugglers, let me pull up the name really quick. Fantasy Flight. I can tell you one person that would have a really good time if we pivoted to that, and he's in the call right now. It's Spencer. Getting to play a space. I've been working day and night to try to get to let you play a space pilot with a big personality, and there's not too many games that are.
Lancer was the closest we've come. Lancer is easily the closest we've come to that, and I really love that.
Yeah,
I
for
just
those.
wish it wasn't so complex and convoluted to get started in.
We ran that off stream, so to catch up our whoops, I'm so sorry, it was still my turn. To catch up our audience, we played Lancer, which is a mech RPG off stream, I think, right? Which was really fun. It was just you and Stefan. It was a really small group, and you played.
I think it was off, yeah.
And you played a streamer. And so you kept talking to chat. It was really funny. It was a good bit. You'd be like, upvote if I should flame this guy. It was really good.
If I get 100 gifted subs, I will throw a grenade into this pit of alien monstrosities. I love that. What should I hit this fool with? I'm going to examine it again.
Let's see.
Resist to acid, fire, and cold. So basically, fuck me. No, for sure. What do I have that's not acid, fire, or cold? I got magic missile. I'm just going to start blasting the deep umbral terror with magic missile.
Good.
Pew. Pew, pew, pew. Woo! 19 damage. A couple more of those, we're good. What are these fools doing to each other? Why do they keep hitting each other?
I don't know. Their health is super low. I remember this fight absolutely sucking, so we must be really cooking with gas.
I blew up like 6 guys with 2 fireballs. Really got through them. But Lancer is really fun if you like TTRPGs and you like a little bit of like inventory tracking and specialization. I think Lancer's great. It's a mech TTRPG, which we've never played before. And I don't think any of us are big into like mech anime, which makes it a little bit harder to get into, but it is a lot of fun. It's just complex.
Star Wars
so that's my issue.
Edge of the Empire.
That makes sense.
Yeah, Edge of the Empire. Edge of the Empire would be really fun. It would be a little bit weird playing exclusively in the Star Wars universe, but I guess not much weirder than playing in Greyhawk or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the... oh, go ahead, Michael.
I think...
I
go ahead. Go ahead.
was saying, I think we could turn that into our main, just because the universe is so expansive.
Yeah, if we just were in the Star Wars universe, there were a lot of stories you can tell in that. That makes sense. I can see that.
I would only have one rule, which I don't think everybody would agree with, but I think would be for the best. My one rule would be no Jedi. No Jedi in or maybe out of game. I don't know, man. It's everything I love about Star Wars does not involve the Jedi. Like,
Could
inevitably.
I be a Sith then?
Yeah, because
No
having a
mind
Sith
power.
show up is awesome. Having like a dude with a red sword come and start knocking people over is a good, and it's great in a game like the Fantasy Flight games because it's run. If you've ever played or listened to people play Edge of the Empire, you just run. If a Sith shows up, you go, oh no, we gotta go. Like there's no temptation to be like, can we take this guy? Like it's not really in the bones there. Somebody I'm sure is on their way to disagree with me, but I feel that way. Interesting. If I could, something that I think we would all have an incredible amount of fun with if we could all really find our footing, I would switch us to Call of Cthulhu.
That would be pretty cool.
I think, and I don't even want the games to become like overly serious. I'm not saying we need to do like super earnest, grounded Call of Cthulhu. I just think there's something about a system. I almost actually started talking to somebody on Blue Sky about it today, like commenting on a post. I didn't, because I had to get on this stream. And so I didn't have time to start an argument, was talking about, they were like, Call of Cthulhu's character creator is too arcane and antiquated because you have to do like math. Like the sheet is calculating, but you have to add like hundreds of skill points and all this stuff. And they were like, to make a character that can feasibly succeed and like can like make their way through the adventure competently is almost impossible. And I didn't know how to say the point of Call of Cthulhu's character generator is to make a person. It's not to make a good RPG character. And that's super hard to explain to people because their temptation is to say, like, how do I get the right stats to be good at Call of Cthulhu? When the real answer is, if you're playing an archaeologist, just make them an archaeologist. Like, add skill points that you feel would end up with you being like, and now this person's an archaeologist. Because that's all that really matters. And then you're supposed to die. Like, it's supposed to be, you're supposed to get killed, and it's supposed to suck a bunch.
We talk about this a lot, and that's understanding the genre of the game you're playing. Like, I think I talked about it on our last stream. Or maybe it was off stream. Honestly, I don't know.
We talk about this a lot.
If you don't understand the genre of the game you're playing, and then you complain about the game you're playing, that's on you. That's a skill issue. Dungeons & Dragons is a heroic fantasy game. You are hacking and slashing and saving people and doing good stuff because you want to do the hero thing. And you want to be strong when you do it. You want to like get absolutely clobbered all the time. That's cool. And that's a great game and we love it. That is not what Call of Cthulhu is. That's not even what Monster of the Week is. It's a different thing. And acting like, why am I not super strong and unbeatable in this game is dumb.
Yeah.
Like, just don't play that way. Oh, I'm using the wrong spell slot. There we go. Can I hit any other orbs? I cannot. I'm gonna blast this guy. And I end my turn.
Nice.
Good turn.
Oh, where'd that guy go? There he is.
Stabbing me.
Yeah, I can see how this fight would get out of hand.
Especially when you haven't built SEAL Team 4. You know, the big boys who can kill anything. I think we could take on the Elder Brain right now. I'm just going to say it.
I think our party comp is definitely more focused on like one big enemy than it is 17 medium enemies. Because Michael is really kind of set as a frontline fighter, which doesn't work in this realm. Your character's got cleave, so there's some of that, but yeah. It's
mainly a big boon is the bow. This is an item, so for the record, I have the Titan String Bow. I'm showing chat what it does. This weapon deals additional damage equal to your strength modifier, but it is still dexterity based. I have a long-standing tradition, and I have to kind of over-explain this a little bit, of putting a kind of bow in my games that uses strength instead of dex. Usually I call it like a great bow or something. And you'll narrate it because people are used to longbows using dexterity. When I narrate it to new players or even familiar players, I will sort of frame it as this ridiculous, like, Dark Souls object, right? This ludicrous bow that shoots spears. In real life, I would like to make something very clear. It's just a real longbow. Real longbows required an incredible amount of strength to use at all. Like, you had to train diligently, and there were often sort of like descriptions of like the training and the way that people who would use those bows would look, and you'd be yoked out of your mind because it took so much force to pull the string back. One of the big complaints that like trained people who know fight choreography have for the Lord of the Rings movies is if you had a longbow, you can't pull it back and hold it. You can hold it like that for maybe 4 seconds before you are going to let it go. And so I almost always put those in my game just because they really did exist. It wasn't like a little bow for when you were on horseback, like a big recurved, like the bows that, I'm trying to think. Bows that like I don't know. The bows that won Genghis Khan the entire, like, half the world were these shorter, smaller, easier to pull bows with less draw force, versus a longbow that was meant to be shot from the walls of a castle to some poor schmuck 100 feet away. So that's just a gripe I have, I guess. I don't know.
I've seen there's a TikToker. I guess he's an online person who's been training to pull like a crazy longbow. I don't even remember the tensile strength on it. Whatever it is, it's insane. And he does it fully shirtless, which I think has an additional draw of getting people that want to see this guy shirtless, but does show sort of the musculature that it takes to pull back a bow like that, and it's absolutely insane. I don't know if you've seen that guy.
I think.
Shredded. Absolutely shredded.
Let's see.
Rolled a 29. Nice.
Okay. The low end of an English longbow was an 81-pound draw force. An average bow would go as high as 130 pounds, but considered the best English longbows made of yew would have a force of up to 180-pound draw force. The longbow used at the Battle of Agincourt had a draw weight of 140 pounds. The world's heaviest, according to records, was a Chinese bow in 1728 with a draw strength of 240 pounds.
Oh.
Like, who's doing that? Who can pull apart that much weight? Not me.
Poor fucker.
Sigmund like 50, maybe.
My
That's
fun
pushing it.
fact with it all is, for a while, people didn't think that the British, the British and the European, those longbows were actually used in combat because people didn't think it was possible to really do that. And then they dug up remains, and skeleton structure was actually different for them, because from a young age they were trained to do that. So like the bones of their pullback arm were larger.
Yeah, I did see something like that. I'm gonna hit this guy that Karlach's fighting so she can get out of there on the next one.
Sure.
I hope that does enough damage. If not, I'm gonna look like a real schmuck.
It's 2. It's gotta. Yeah, there
Let's
you go.
Got both of them. I end my turn.
Nice.
In Draw Steel by MCDM, you can't miss. They actually took that from Powered by the Apocalypse, which I love. They did dice. They do success ranges. I have their really given away sort of nerd percentiles we're all rocking with. I do in fact have my backer packet printed and bindered, which is really funny because I printed this out and I got it bound and I was like, we're all definitely gonna play. And then I waited so long that the new packet's coming out this at the end of like a week.
When's the full release?
See, I can double check. The next packet comes out at the end of December, and it's the last one. So they are right on schedule, which is huge. Let me take a look.
It just made me waste my spell. That's crazy.
I do that with attacks
went to
sometimes. I won't be paying enough attention, and I won't actually target anybody.
I went to click OK on Michael's like do not react thing,
Oh.
and then I clicked and went pew and threw it into the ground. Anyway, that's it for Ebenezer. You'll just stand here, post it up. You guys have got this. I'm not worried.
Damn.
Big hits.
How dare you save?
And I hate to say it, it's just about time for another long rest now.
Yeah. So for the record, that playtest I printed and bound in July. and we never got to play it. And now they're coming out with the new one.
I really thought that before this game, we're playing in Prospect, I thought that we were going to end up having that full release, and we would play Draw Steel as our next main stage campaign.
The millisecond. Let me be clear. The moment. Let me see here.
I'm not going to press Do Not React, because last time it made me waste my spell.
For the record, in case anybody of you unfamiliar, this is the Draw Steals by MCDM. They used to make stuff for D&D 5e, and then all the OGL stuff happened, and they pivoted to making their own game. But currently, apparently, from what I've heard from streams, have a pretty positive relationship with the people that run D&D Beyond, because they're like hosting their products, and so far from
The Ill Rigger.
Yeah, so far from all I've heard, things are pretty kumbaya, so that's great. So maybe we will get a little bit more 5e content before they totally pivot. But they did a Kickstarter for their own RPG because they had been talking about it. I've been on their Patreon for a while. They'd been talking about making their own game for like 100 years. And then this just turned out to kind of be the excuse to be like, do you guys just want to make our own game? And so they made the pivot. They wanted to raise $800,000, and they raised $4,600,520, so a little over the number.
Just a bit.
And
Hey,
that
more guys.
it was like 30,000 backers, which was a pretty big deal. And I was thrilled because I love the stuff they come up with. I think it all kicks ass very much. I have crazy news. If you think to yourself, you're like, but I don't know who that is, I've got news. If you watch our streams and you've watched me run a D&D one-shot, you have been enjoying their content. I run a lot of their stuff.
Also, if you watch our stuff and you're a DM, you should watch MCDM's.
Especially,
game
yeah,
series.
watch. Well, that's Matthew on Colville's
Matt
channel.
Colville,
So
yeah,
Matthew
not
Colville's
MCDM.
channel. Watch Running the Game, change your life, man. That's really good stuff. There's hundreds of episodes, which is depending on what kind of person you are. To me, that's a good thing. To some people, I'm sure that's a little less.
Is this a full fight, or are we going to talk to this fool first?
We're going to talk for a little bit, and then it is, in my opinion, not everybody would agree with me, better to fight him here when he's got this big, nasty guy. Is better than to try to take him on later.
Flesh.
Yerp.
It's like naming your dog Dog. Like, come on now.
All right, Spencer, did you burn every single important spell slot? Do we need to take a second long rest in 2 minutes?
I have 2 level 2s and 1 level 4. And I've burned my first and thirds.
So I'll
But I can do an arcane recovery.
So do you guys want to take a rest? I can give you a potion of angelic slumber that will let you take a long rest with a 2-turn bonus action.
I've never actually used my arcane recovery charges. I'm going to do it again. There you go. All right, I'm good. I'm pretty well capped up. I'm feeling good.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm good to go. I still have 3 level 2 spell slots.
These guys are about to get cream corned with 2 fireballs. They're about to get absolutely clobbered. Ghoul medic, ghoul medic, ghoul medic, Balthazar. Like, who walks around looking like that? I know the chat isn't zoomed in on this. I'm zoomed in on Balthazar right now. You can't be living your life like this. Belly out, necklace chains on, bloodied face there, hood drawn. Like, what are you doing? What are you getting up to? Ooh, pumpkins in the corner. That's fun.
Just doing.
I don't know if he can just do that. I guess if you got a big flesh golem next to you, you can basically do whatever you want.
Yeah, I can't find it. I know it's coming out soon. That's all I can tell you. I think their ship date is like June of 2025, but that's for the physical product. So I don't know when the digital product comes out. So by next summer, I will have the physical book in my house somewhere. So I'm pretty jazzed. You guys ready to fight this idiot?
Hell
Yeah. I'm going to blow him away. Once
Better to focus fire on Balthazar himself to the best of your ability, I will say.
Cool.
We're gonna kill him in 1 round.
As much as Big Nasty here would be good to get rid of, Balthazar does a bunch of annoying stuff.
I'll listen in once you're
I'll pick a
going.
fight.
I'm gonna stand outside.
This dude's
You know
build
what I
is
mean?
crazy.
Like, you can't just live like this. How do you get food?
So, this reminds me of... There's a concept called the banality of evil. It's something that, like, if you ever read the Earthsea series by Ursula K. Le Guin, she plays with a lot, which is thinking about the practical world of evil, of, like... the real big philosophical thing is... is, like... the people who've committed the worst things that have ever happened have all been on people just like you. But that's not what I'm concerned with. What I'm concerned with is the realities of knowing that like those are normal people. Because, for example, Balthazar has all this blood on his chest, but it's not scar like the stuff on his face. So that means Balthazar has to wake up earlier than the rest of his companions and put that on. Needs to like get a little brush with a mirror and spend like an hour and a half painting all of that on every morning.
Like, you look crazy, bro. Don't do this.
Hasten.
Uji got haste?
Balthazar hasted himself with a potion
Oh, word.
and is now going to kill Karlach.
Clobbered Carla. Hey, whoa! Big crit.
Get crit on, nerd.
Run into his bed. That's
You are
crazy.
so far.
Don't worry about it.
Did we save before this fight?
No.
No.
All
It
right.
might have
We're
auto-saved.
going, we don't need saves.
I think about that. That's why, for the record, so a lot of my villains are like undead and things, and that's why, because I can't deal with the reality that whoever the bad guy is wakes up in the morning and practices their little evil speech and puts on their little evil outfit. Like, that's one that always gets me. Your evil villain, if you're a writer listening right now, I need you to really think. Does your evil villain go to, like, the evil clothes store? Like, where are they getting their evil clothes?
Every evil person is a master seamstress.
They must be. And they must be good at cooking
And
their own
I
food. Like I was saying, they're not
love
going to a
that
restaurant.
idea.
How did they
Rude.
even get flesh into this building?
It's a good question.
Where were you walking through?
Did I get
These guys
paralyzed?
are posed up,
Michael, why didn't you defend me? I just got paralyzed.
You have paralyzed? I didn't know you were gonna get paralyzed.
though. That'd
I
be funny.
thought that was just gonna do a little bit of damage.
They're ghouls.
I don't know how good.
They're ghoul
ghouls are.
medics. They're not meant to do any harm.
Look at the
Right?
rules.
Whose turn is it? Michael, it's yours.
Mine. I'm just
There you go.
thinking.
I don't pay you to think. I pay you to smite.
So I'm looking at the picture of this turkey. You really got an impressive color on this bird.
What can I say? What can I say? You save up all of your good cooking skills. You can do it once a year.
It's just oh, I see. It's like a real Kamehameha maneuver.
Yeah, exactly. I spirit bombed that turkey.
Why did I dodge while paralyzed? That's not how anything works.
Just it's in your muscles. You just know.
Another Dragon Ball Z reference. You just got Ultra Instinct.
Hmm.
Have I ever seen Ultra Instinct? No. I have not gotten that far into Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball
Cloud
whatever.
kill.
This guy's up to some crazy stuff. Ooh. Brother, that is not gonna help you. You're cooked. 4th level slot. Should I polymorph him?
Either him or Big Boy. Make one of them into a chicken. Oh, wait. He's a golem. He's not going to be able to be polymorphed.
Yeah, he can't be polymorphed. I've got a 45% chance of
Suicide
doing
by
that.
Nolan
Or
Rule.
should I just hit him with a fireball?
Can I tell you something? Every time Wizards of the Coast does the worst thing I've ever heard of, I'm like, I don't want to learn the rules this well again.
No, not again.
That's why, unfortunately, jokes aside, we're all like, oh,
Ew.
maybe we'd pivot to Monster of the Week or Call of Cthulhu. And it's like, we'd pivot to Pathfinder. It's either Pathfinder or Dungeon World, or it's too late now. What are you going to rebrand our YouTube channel? You going to start from scratch?
I scrub it. TikTok, we've got 3 videos.
Gonna Misty step over to Balthazar.
He's done.
Get on the ground, nerd.
Bump.
I
All
killed
right,
him.
Balthazar.
Whoopsie.
He only had 2 HP.
I thought he had more. My trip attack killed him.
No, he had like 40 and I hit him with a really big fireball. Alright.
All right, I'll trip this ghoul.
Oh,
Hello?
there he goes.
I
That
don't
was
know why
weird.
he just proned.
I hit him, but the animation didn't play.
Okay.
You hit him with one of these.
Yeah. I want to play another psychic so bad.
Hey, we can always go back to
Like the
Charming.
talent, another MCDM class. What's up?
I
I'm
need
gonna
think
try
of
to trip
more
Big Boy.
charming sayings.
You think I can trip the big guy?
I don't know. Yes? I don't know if they would want to animate him falling down, so maybe not.
It's alright, he only has 144 HP left.
He's basically dead.
Michael, don't forget you have a sunbeam.
Oh, I used it on Big Bad.
Okay,
Also, don't forget, I have 2 ghouls upon me.
good. You do? Damn,
They're
brother.
trying to get me.
At
They're
least
grabbing
you're
me.
shielded.
Yeah. But not mage armored, which would have been even better.
Ooh.
I've only got 1 turn with my shield. Rolled a 32. Damn, crit. Nice.
This is, I think, the first time that we've ever had one of these streams where we really did just geek out over everything recent that had happened. We went from cooking tips to RPGs to we were really all over the
It's
map
been so
today.
long, you know? This is our first Game Masters in a couple weeks.
Is that true?
It's true.
I think so.
We had to cancel the last one. Oh, I wasn't able to attend.
Yeah, and then
before that?
we ran a 14-hour D&D game off stream.
Yes. Yes, we did.
Oh, it wanted me to tell them I had nothing left I could do on my turn, and they were like, "We're not moving
Doesn't
on till you
matter.
say it, brother."
Couldn't say you're done.
I'm used to. I've been playing too much Divinity 2 Original Sin, where if you are out of actions on your turn, they just move on.
Hmm. It would make more sense.
It's
Nice.
in effect, it is pretty annoying. So the big weird thing about Divinity, we were just talking. This is what I wanted to talk about forever ago. So the big weird thing that separates Divinity from Baldur's Gate. So Divinity 2, you have physical armor, and you have magic armor, and then you have your health. Crowd control effects, so like things that knock you prone and shit like that.
If one of you can light this on fire, that'd be great.
Oh,
Can I do what?
I can't. I don't think. Let me look through my
What-
inventory.
What do you need?
If you can light the grease on fire, it'd be cool. It gives Flesh a bunch of disadvantages if he gets burned. And it'll light these ghouls on fire.
I can use a glyph of warding. I have a scroll
I
for
have
it.
Arrow of Fire.
Oh, fire will
That'll
do
probably do it. That'll probably
it.
do
I
her.
don't know if you can just hit the... There we go.
Oh, he's immune
Oh,
to Frank.
there you go.
Oh, here. Let me throw a...
Oh, he saved.
Can't do it.
That's alright. That's alright. I have not been hit yet because I've been shielding, so I'm fine.
Well, we beat up
Hey, you
this...
almost got him.
Oh, so Divinity 2.
Oh, Karlach's down.
Your physical armor and your magic armor block crowd control. The thing is, if you get crowd controlled in that game, if you get like knocked down, like prone, you lose your whole next turn. And there's a bunch. You can get frozen, you can get electrocuted. If you're standing on water and that water gets frozen, you can get double hit and immediately be frozen for like 2 turns. And so At the early levels, it's kind of fun because you're like managing it. At the later levels, it is strictly miserable. It's everybody has 3,000 HP, and either you crowd control them first and they don't do anything cool or interesting, or you get crowd controlled first and you don't do anything cool or interesting.
Oh, I critical miss.
Double misses, and the medic just healed him for like 30. Otherwise, that would have been curtains.
This is about to hurt, brother. Oh, okay.
Hilarious. Because I lit him on fire. Works like a charm.
Thank you for doing that, I guess.
And I'm gonna hit him with disadvantage.
Nice.
Fireball.
You're gonna hit him
Let's
with
go.
dead disadvantage.
And I'm gonna end my turn. And that's this thing. He's probably gonna hit me. He hit me. First hit of the game.
Throw. Get Karlak up just for luck.
Woo!
Hey, there we go.
Acolyte, those for whom the bell tolled. I'm inspired.
Ooh.
If somebody wants to rock the Circle of Bones, it's a headpiece that lets you summon undead, and it makes those undead your friends. It makes it so that they
Give
are
it to me,
resistant
brother.
to damage.
I don't have a headpiece.
Pretty cool.
need
So
a sick-ass
summoning
helmet.
undead on a animating dead is a pretty good thing to have sort of cruising around.
Where is it? I'll grab it. Oh,
I just sent it to you.
Sick.
You just got it express mail.
That doesn't match my fit? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Almost not there. Very understated, I would say, with the rest of my outfit, but it's there.
Yeah, it looks like a little hairline microphone.
It is. I do look like a pop star and like a weird tour.
You do. You do.
Again, not what I was picturing when I named my character Ebenezer McOrb.
If you
And
want to,
yet-
I want to be clear. I gave you that with the intention of you putting it on, doing like a lockpicking check, and then taking it off. If you want to keep it on and be Bone Man, that's a choice you're making.
The real issue is I don't have anything else that would even... I just have simple robes otherwise. They did not give a shit about wizards in this
You want to
game.
try to make a DC 30 lockpicking check, or?
Let me get at it.
Here, let me bless you a bit.
Okay, so I've got a total bonus of +2. I roll with advantage, so I've got a 1 in 10 chance of getting a nat 20.
I believe it's going to happen right now.
So, Michael, don't even worry about the guidance, because I can't anyways.
Well,
I'll take it.
The cat's armor doesn't make
Ooh,
your
failed.
stat.
I've got a +2 to dex. I think it increases it by like 2 or something. I don't know. I'm using inspiration. Let's do it. Nat 20, come on.
Huh.
Nope. I'm using
That's a shame.
inspiration. Let's do it.
Forever ago, we got rid of gauntlets that made your dexterity 18. We should have kept those.
Yeah. I'm using one more inspiration. Let's see. I gotta get that nat 20. Come on. A 12 and a 3. Not gonna happen today. Alright, not getting in here.
That's all right.
Okay,
There's a
maybe
there's a
can get
way
in
to get
there.
in there. There's a key somewhere or a puzzle or something. I don't know.
So what's next in this weird dungeon?
So we haven't done the dungeon yet.
So what's next in this weird place?
The dungeon. There's a dungeon. We have to do a bunch of trials and puzzles and whatnot to get orbs.
My namesake.
And then we can do a big demon fight, or
Okay,
we
wait
can
for
do
me.
it before, whichever you prefer.
That's a big rat.
Sorry, devil. So you can pretty much pick when you feel like fighting 2,000 devils, and we can
I
go do
just
that.
crit failed.
What are you doing?
I was seeing how you open that door.
Why? Brother, why?
Natural 20 will do it.
You better not be using up valuable thieves' tools. So, we have 20 minutes left, 19 minutes now. And a choice lies before us.
Yes.
Directly in front of us, due north, a bunch of themed trials that we have to get through to go through the dungeon to eventually gain access to Char's vault. Over this way, a giant devil trying to find somebody to kill, and we either need to negotiate with him to go kill the guy he's trying to kill, which is a bit of a pain in the ass, but not too much, or kill him in a brutal knockdown, drag out fight with him and like 26 devils called Maringuns that are going to whip our ass. What do we think we want to do?
1, long rest. 2, fight the devil.
All right.
Oh,
That was weird. We are all covered with blood. Stewed
I'm
up.
feeling pretty good. I'm pretty clean. Auto select, full rest. Good night. Is something gonna happen?
nah.
No.
I'm covered with flies, and I want to know what's up with that.
Stinky! You reek.
Courtesans! I'm gonna miss Walnut. I'm gonna miss Walnut.
Courtesans. R.I.P. Walnut Moondust Wimplebottom, my cleric of the Spring Court.
R.I.P. did survive. Want to be clear. Alive and well.
Yeah, he's alive. In a way, he's alive.
Frankly, thriving.
He's changed.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting... this is nonsense to our viewers who have no ability to watch this. But we're going to talk about it a little bit anyways. Was not expecting your Fey prince who went out on adventures to prove his worthiness to his father in a very comedic way to end in a sort of Jon Snow, I watch, in a like, I'm tired of war kind of...
Yeah.
D&D campaigns will do that. It makes me think of, there was a really popular comic, like really short Twitter comic, where it was somebody saying like, I made my character as a clown and I took Tavern Brawler so that he can use cream pies as weapons. And then it's like 97 sessions later, you have to go! Chuckles, no, we're not leaving you! You must. And him like dying, holding a giant stone trap over his head.
Yeah, you name your guy Walnut Moondust Wimplebottom, not really thinking about the fact that you are going to be playing this for 2 years.
All right.
You are going to be in this game for a long time.
Operation Jump This Dude. We should go this way. This does mean, so if we do this way, the fight will be easier. There will be no negotiation. He will immediately attack us. Are we cool with that?
That is not what the big boys are about. We're all about fighting.
Okay.
We do not negotiate with big bads.
We don't negotiate with devils.
Something out
There he is.
Oh. Why did my guy run backwards?
Mine did too.
So you will notice that
weird.
your gear is level 10 and much stronger than us, but the Marigans are level 5. There's also 6 million of them.
Oh.
I'm going to bring up some important notes. So for the record, if you hover over an enemy so that they are highlighted and you press T, it'll give you a bunch of details. So let's take a look.
Ooh.
Non-magical weapons do half damage. Fine. Immune to fire damage.
Oh. Oh.
They are resistant to cold damage. They are immune to poison damage. They have extra attacks. They can see through magical darkness. They have advantage on saving throws against spells and magic effects, so you're better off trying to beat their AC of 16 instead of trying to do on those saves. And for those of you watching at home, this is what you get. You can also make intelligence checks in combat, and if you're playing normal D&D, you can say, like, can I make a check to see if I know anything about Marigans? And this will be the result. Anywho,
I'm turning your gear into a goddamn sheep.
I'm going to have Karlach Rage
Huge.
and then sprint across the battlefield to attack this idiot. Whoopsie, she's too far. She still has her action. I'm going to have her shoot an arrow just for the lulz. Oh my goodness, it hit.
4 HP. That's the good stuff. Wow, 9 HP.
Bad. Right, now it's my turn.
Really wish these guys weren't immune to fire.
Misty Step to this idiot. Swing. Come on.
Nice.
Great. Let's get him prone. Get on the ground. Nope. Okay.
Dead.
Action search.
Oh.
Normal attack. Kill him. Great. You're get on the ground.
Donk.
I did it. All right. We're in pretty good shape here. We also have his big cat back here, which will be its own problem. But your gear's prone, so we're in pretty good shape. Nope, never mind. I thought he was later in the initiative. All right, I'm about to get shot in the face. He's shooting me in the face.
You shoot me in the face? Oh,
He missed
You
me with
backhanded
the
me?
weird thing. Oh, he turned invisible.
Oh, that's
he's
fun.
turning invisible. You shooting me with an arrow?
I do think he turned invisible and then still did stand right in front of me without
Oh.
moving. Okay,
Oh.
cool.
What the goddamn hell?
Throwing grenades.
Never seen that before.
Just threw many grenades. Killed me.
He's attacking me normal and missing, so I don't know what's going on with what was
He blew
that?
himself Up. Okay, I'm down.
Oh, what's that? What is that down there?
Displacer beast.
Nice, that's what you want to see. Should his laser beast get into the fray after I'm dead?
My AC's really high.
Mine's not, especially not versus grenade. Oh, you're not gonna grenade Karlach? Gonna shoot a regular arrow at Karlach? No, that's cool. No, yeah, of course.
Only
Only had two
normal at me.
grenades.
Normal crossbow
Only
at me.
me?
Wow.
Only. Oh,
Yep, normal crossbow. They really had a bone to pick with you, man.
just grenades for me.
And then he attacked nothing.
This laser beast's probably gonna come over here and bite my throat out. or
Gonna miss
something.
me.
Michael, I'd appreciate an assist if at all possible.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Hey, Michael,
That
do you
would
think
be
you could hook a
cool.
brother up? Or
Yeah.
Little something.
Just.
The worst part is I'm up. I still won't have an action this round. So anyway, good luck, boys. I'm probably gonna get hit with more grenades. Don't stand next to me. I'm gonna hit back again for grenades.
you actually do still have the burning condition, so we might want to heal you some more
That's-
when we get the chance.
It's only one round at least.
How much damage
Yeah,
would you take?
I cannot.
1 to 4, nothing.
Misty step. There. So I don't have any AOE spells, but I know where he is.
They threw grenades at me because they knew I was about to drop a cloud of daggers that would have irreversibly changed the course of their lives.
True.
So
Yeah, there he is.
he's back.
Oh yeah,
Well,
because you
he-
can see invisibility with your eye.
I can. Yes.
It's all coming together. My drink's empty and I keep forgetting and picking up an empty cup. That's
Same.
sad. That's sad.
No breaks. For the stream,
Damn,
really
crit.
brutal for no drinks.
Quick crit.
Oh, I use my guarantee.
Which means he's paralyzed? Oh no, wait, you didn't
Why?
equip the necklace.
No. I have my guidance necklace on.
You've failed me so completely in this.
But you can have guidance if you'd like.
I wish I could fireball these fools. They're so clumped up.
I think she's better off just going for your gear. Get him. Damn it. All right, girl, tighten it up. Thank
Alright,
you.
That's a hit. Good
All
hit,
right.
Good hit.
Your gear, get on the ground.
4 HP.
Brother, I don't know how to
Come
tell
on.
you this, but it's all over.
You went invisible. You did a whole lot of
It's
nothing.
all over.
Woo!
Nice.
Gonna hunter's mark. I forgot to hunter's mark him. Well, it doesn't really matter.
Hmm.
And
He died all the
Wait.
time.
does he always drop his cool weapons, or is that because I disarming attacked him?
I don't know.
Gonna Google that in a minute. I'm out of actions. I am about to be absolutely, completely, and totally murdered. So stay alive if you can, but this combat's about to get real tough real fast.
Okay.
Nice.
Or you just
Love the
wanted to
miss.
hit me.
Do you want to psychically charm him?
I was thinking about it. I don't. I don't think it really does anything. It just makes it so you
It just
can't
makes
attack me.
Yeah, for 1 round.
Yeah, if it was like charm person and you'll fight his other
Well,
people, then yes.
That would be.
You mean like
so
dominate
good.
person? Charm person doesn't do
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
I've had to argue with enough players who've been like, come on.
Well,
Karlak, untouched.
She's feeling great.
Honestly, that was a pretty
I have
clean
no
round.
action. I'm gonna go around this bend so they can't hit me.
you fear the grenades, huh?
You don't want
Yeah, I
to.
would
You're not going to
say-
cloud of daggers?
I can't. I have no action. I just got picked up from being downed.
Oh, cool. That displacer beast's headed for you, brother. Oh no, he ran out of movement. Thank goodness. Wow,
Hey,
9
crit
damage
on
on that
Karlak.
crit. Good job.
Sad.
All right, guys, this might be it for old me. Oh, still up.
1 HP. That's the good stuff.
No,
Oh.
don't do this. Okay,
Hey.
okay. Come on.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
No way I make it to my
Here we
turn.
go.
No!
Oh,
Miss. Are you on fire though?
Critical miss. We made it, boys.
You are on. You
yeah.
got 1 HP and you're on fire.
Michael, please heal me.
yeah. I
Can you
gotcha.
do, is lay on hands an action or a bonus action?
It's
Yeah.
an action.
It's an action?
Uh,
Well, say la vie then.
Well, I can do that.
Is stab this guy in the face.
you know it.
Yeah. Is he gonna heal the bad guys?
Yeah, but who cares?
They're all full anyways.
It's true.
Oh, fair.
It's damning
Fair
for
enough.
our
It's a
prospects.
bad sign.
I know, but I want to know if I can wield that big golden sword on the ground.
We gotta find out.
Wait.
Hey, Michael, do you have that
Yeah.
sunbeam? Because I'm looking at kind of a... Do you see what I see? A star hanging in the sky?
It was an action to heal you.
Oh, yeah, right. Part of your attack action to throw the potion, but you still have your other attack. Yikes. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the handle of his crossbow.
Well, I can do that.
It has Yurgir's crossbow
Throw it
labeled
in.
as a hand crossbow, and that's the funniest thing I've
There's
ever
no
heard.
heal.
Now you're doing pretty
Mine?
good. Yeah, it's a hand crossbow. It's just for a really, really, really big hand.
I know, but it's all gilded and... Excuse me.
I am.
I really wish I had a drink right now. But we're almost done. We have 6 minutes left. I can't go get a drink with 6 minutes left.
Mm-mm. God, I wish I could upcast
Oh.
5 daggers for a benefit of some sort.
You should be able to. A little bonus dam?
You should, yeah. It's just straight. That's crazy. Honestly, I know when my skills are going to be useless, and I've got an idea.
Come on. Nice. There we go. Each one we bring down is a
That's
huge
good
deal.
stuff.
I don't want to waste anything on this copy of a Displacer Beast. Get on the ground, please. Thank you.
I'm waiting for one of these Marigons to just pick up that crossbow.
Boom, boom. I'm waiting for them to throw those grenades again. Because what the hell was that? They only did it once. And they only did it to me.
Listen, that guy had 2, and he was like, "Fuck this guy."
Didn't realize the devils had grenaders. Bit of a surprise to me.
God.
Well, please, no. It's getting rough over here.
Okay. Alright. Okay. You have 7 HP.
Take your bonus action to drink a big potion if you can.
I'm going to haste someone.
Okay.
And it was going to be you, Ethan, but you've got 7 HP, so I think it's going to be Michael.
Yeah, do that.
I wanted you to have it because of your cleave
Now,
ability.
you do need to do something for your own benefit, because this guy seems to be headed your way.
Do you have Misty Step for when he
No.
gets to you?
No, I do not.
He doesn't have all the movement speed in the world, so I would haste Michael and then get your butt out of there, and then either run down or run. You might even be able to just run for like this corner or run towards him. An interesting strategy.
I have to, for my haste to go off.
Hmm.
And you know the worst part?
Does it still not reach?
Not even then.
Ooh.
I've got a special ability. Click heals.
Fun fact, a reference to Critical Role.
Oh.
I was thinking it was Wizard of Oz.
Now, Michael, I actually can't reach you, so Ethan, you're getting the haste.
All right, I hope I live to see it. It brings my AC up,
That's true.
so who knows?
Anyway, boys, I'm out of here.
Yeah, get out of there.
Oh.
I'll use my legs to hot-foot it out of here. He decided to... Oh, he's coming for me. He missed.
Oh.
Swinging again. Missed.
Oh.
Swinging for me. I'm still up somehow because I'm an orc. I'm an orc. Relentless relentless endurance.
Let's go.
I got killed by a crossbow bolt. I think if you're hasted, you should have to make 2 saves on your turn.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Hey, sorry about your haste, man.
Hey, you know, it's all good. It would have been really cool. That's all I was going for. Would have been really cool. Hey, you're still hastened if you get
Do
back
it.
up.
Kill me. Do it. Do it. That's the scene in that. That's the scene in the $2 million recreation where we license Baldur's Gate 3. Just my character yelling, "Do it!
Do it!"
Did it say immune to radiant? Are you immune to radiant damage?
I failed a
you
death
took a
save,
hit.
so probably not. Oh no, wait, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Am I immune to radiant damage? No, I probably took a death save fail. I don't know. I can't tell. No, yeah, it's hanging over my head. A literal blade of Damocles, which is kind of fun.
That's cool.
There it goes.
All right,
There we
that
go.
guy.
That's what I'm talking
That's
about.
hilarious.
If he got far away enough that now he defaults to his grenade protocols, I'm going to be a little mad. I'm going to be a little pissed.
That would be too.
All right, Karlak, as a bonus action, I'm going to have you... Just a bonus action. I'm going to have Karl... Oh, wait, they're immune to fire damage. Wouldn't help. All right, let's deal with this dude. Nope. Okay, still alive. And die. Thank you.
Yay.
We're just going to keep plugging away at these fools. Be gone.
Yay.
Now it's looking like we might survive. I have a bag of potato chips next to me, but they are extra crunchy. And I can't. I cannot. Oh, sorry. I hate that. I wish it would just skip the end of my turn. I live.
Nice.
Can you take back your end turn?
I can. I can either drink a big potion or risk the attack of opportunity and jump. Big potion or jump?
Big potion.
Yeah.
Big potion it is. 13. A terrible roll on the big potion.
That is rough.
All right. I'm going to have her run right up into this dude's face in the hopes of diffusing.
Hey.
That worked. Cool.
Nice. That's crazy. Where'd you go? Oh.
Teleported her away. Fun.
Okay.
Me away. Not fun.
Interesting.
Don't do this, you little bastard. Don't. Sit. Oh, thank goodness.
Come on.
He attacked you instead.
Goodness. Well, let's go.
Great.
Damn, Carl's almost down.
This is tense. This is a
This
tough
is a rough
one.
fight.
Very.
Me getting instantly down in the beginning was a real hamstring on our party comp's ability to handle this fight.
It's tough. I knew the fight was bad. I've never seen the grenades before. I've done this
I don't
fight
think that they're
many
normal.
times.
I think that they did that just for me. Like most enemies.
I
in
know, it
Baldur's
was
Gate.
pretty good that they were like, and only Spencer.
Nice.
Remember, that's
So
just
where
a
does
that's a
copy
copy.
Displacer Beast come from?
Yeah, there wasn't really much I could do.
Okay.
Other than just swing at him.
All right.
What's the deal with that? Like, is there a way to get rid of it?
I don't know if it's like a
main-
concentration jam or not. We're about to find out because I'm about to get stomping. All right. Do I have a
Oh, it's my
potion
turn.
of speed kicking around?
What the hell?
I might.
I don't. Well, it doesn't matter if you do.
You can't take from my inventory?
It's a full. It's your action to take something out of somebody else's inventory.
Gotcha.
So it's just
okay.
not worth it. Or at least I think
Yeah.
it's a full action. It could not be, but I think it is.
Yeah. I know it was calling like magic pocket, so maybe I thought maybe. But
3 attacks?
You're hasted.
Because you're still awake. Damn. All right. Hell yeah.
That's why I brought you back with that potion.
Oh,
Let's
natural
go.
20. Crazy to get a nat
Nice.
20 in this circumstance.
Hmm.
Gonna push this idiot.
Nice.
I don't think I can make that jump.
Do you have a spell just hitting? He only has 3 HP.
I'm trying to use.
Don't worry
uh,
about it.
There you go.
I was trying to hit the guy that was further away.
Ah.
Shoot that idiot on the ground. Get him. Missed. Karlak missed a prone man lying on the floor like
Yeah.
this, rocking back and forth. Thank you for the haste.
Oh, you're welcome. I click heels, and I move forward,
Just like Vax.
and I magic missile, baby.
Oh, yeah. So in Critical Role, Vaxel Dan had boots that he could click his heels and it would give him haste once a day because that's a Pathfinder item where haste is good, but the balance of the game is completely different, especially Pathfinder First Edition, and so haste wasn't like that much better. When they ported the game over to D&D, my favorite fun fact, Critical Role, the famous 5e game, started as a Pathfinder game. They switched over to 5th edition because it had just came out and they thought it would get them more streams, and obviously it did.
Correct.
Haste is incredible in 5th edition. And so quickly it would just break combats because Vax could go like 300 feet and do 18
Okay.
gagillion damage.
I love a good haste. I never play a spellcaster long enough in D&D to
No.
use it. But I do think that bolstering my allies is one of the funnest things in D&D, so haste is incredible.
I would really like an archetype that's in a lot of RPGs, just not D&D, that I would love to screw around with is like the summoner, somebody who fully summons.
Mm-hmm.
Is one
I've
that
talked
I'm
to Spencer that I really want that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently listening to a Glass Cannon show called Legacy of the Ancients. That's really good. And on Legacy of the Ancients, the one guy is playing I'm the dumbest man alive. I'm glad that chat watched me use Spectral Jump, which means I can't jump with my action. All right, Michael,
Nice.
I'm coming. Just give
That
me a
guy's almost
minute.
dead at least.
I'm on my way. Oh, don't you worry.
I got
Don't you
him sitting
worry.
with my bullets.
I'm on my way.
Honestly, that class was that fight was so close that I thought we might lose.
Yeah, that was tight.
That's the first time in a while
That was
that
wild.
I've had that fear.
Anywho, so Joe O'Brien's character is a gnome named Fafo who summons a devil of the hells called a Verxius, and it is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. It makes me want to play a summoner so bad. I wouldn't do the exact same thing, but their bit is so, because Foley is like, my diddly dee, this is a crazy adventure, and Averxius is like, shut your mouth, gnome. Like, it's so good.
Does he voice both?
Yes, of course he does.
Yeah, that's the good stuff.
Nice.
Oh my god, it did. So for the record, we have 2 items from that. We have his giant hand crossbow, which cannot be used by humanoids. And we have the Hellfire hand crossbow, which is his crossbow that you get for winning.
Nice.
So really broke the game there in a pretty incredible way. We have to keep that in mind for the rest. How much does that go for? Does it have a sale price?
50 gold. I was hoping for a lot more.
That would be insane.
The other one's 770, which is really good. I think what I might actually do... we don't have anybody to give this Hellfire hand crossbow to. The masks the Maringun are wearing are worth a lot, though. It's just that it's a crossbow. Nobody here has the dex for that. It can inflict burning. It lets you cast Scorching Ray. It's a great hand crossbow if you have somebody playing crossbow, and we do not. So, alas.
Well, I think that's it for us. We're going to go on to the dungeon next, right?
Yeah, with that sort of narrowly succeeded combat, let's take a well-deserved short rest. And then...
Everybody line up as a group.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Group photo. Michael, get back up here.
So I'm coming. I'm slow.
Everybody
We'll take a
watch.
few minutes.
Everybody watch Michael's character do the encumbered walk of shame.
Here you go.
I'm almost there.
Why does your character just keep stopping and emoting on us?
He keeps trying to jump.
There
Yeah.
we go. I made it. With 200 pounds in my backpack, I made it. There we go.
1 second, Karlak, fall in.
Good.
All right.
I like this backdrop very much.
Yeah, it's looking sick as hell.
All right. Here's our squad.
Michael, sign
photo.
us off.
Yes. So yeah, that'll do it. That was a lot of murder for tonight. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. That was very, very fun.
It was great.
So I said, next time, it sounds like we'll be entering the dungeon. Also, hopefully selling some stuff because my pockets are very, very full.
Well, first of all, 2 things. Next Sunday, we are almost certainly not streaming.
Oh yes, you guys are meeting up, correct?
And second, the next time we all play, I was led to believe we were playing a different game for a brief 1-ep sojourn, right? Isn't there some Marvel game that we're dipping our toes into for the fun and flavor of it all? This is a you thing, Michael. You told us about this.
Yeah, it's Marvel. We said it on stream before, so
Yeah, we did. We said it last time. Martial Rivals,
yes.
right? Marvel Rivals?
Marvel Rivals. Yep, Marvel Rivals is dropping on the 6th. So this, this Friday.
Yeah.
So it won't be. We won't be playing the weekend it drops, but the weekend after.
I guess we could try to make something work. It would just be a little bit of a stretch is all.
It would definitely be tough.
Yeah, that would be tough.
But yes, so yeah, we will be doing that on our next Game Masters Games.
We are definitively not sponsored. I would take some Disney money, though. If they want to kick us a couple of bucks, I wouldn't say no.
No, oh my god, that'd be very nice. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed watching this stream, you're in luck. We have this stream every Sunday except for next Sunday, but that's okay. Then we have our stream on Mondays, which is an actual playthrough of Dungeons and Dragons, which we just it would be episode 2 that we're starting.
Episode 3
is next.
Three. Episode
We've got the
3.
first 2. Song of the Reliquary is
Song
the
of the
title of that one.
Yes.
Yep, DM'd by our good friend Ethan here. We have our final stream on Tuesdays, yes.
Tuesdays.
On Tuesdays, DM's Writers Room. I'm sorry, I'm very tired. DM's Writers Room, where we demystify the DMing process. We make a bunch of fun stuff. We just made a very, very cool one pager on our last one.
The last
Thanksgiving style.
Thanksgiving.
Which
Yeah,
you should go
very
check out
fun.
on TikTok, right?
It's on TikTok right now. We're gonna put it on Edge.
Go check it out on TikTok. Like 9 people checked it out. We worked over a hot stove to make that happen. So
Yeah.
Whole hour.
go give that a peek, because that was a really fun to come up with. And I do think we have talked about we might play it this week. So we might play we might have our first ever one pager play test, which would be kind of great.
Yeah, so we make those, we make one shots, we make a bunch of fun stuff, and we kind of explain where our heads are at in the DMing process, all throughout it. And if you have fun ideas, throw them out at us. We like to incorporate your guys' ideas into what we're doing. And all of those streams start at about 7:30 and end at about 9:30, 10 o'clock. And as they had mentioned, if you guys like all that content, check out our TikTok, check out our YouTube. There's a whole backlog of streams and fun videos and information, right at your fingertips. Yeah, I think that'll about do it. Thank you everyone so much for hanging out, and I hope you all have had a great holiday and have a great rest of your day.
Peace out.
Bye.